Good morning, YouTube. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. So in this video, we're going to take 5 dozen eggs. We're going to freeze dry them. We're going to get them stored, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then make sure you stick around to the end of the video because we're going to take 2 fresh eggs. We're going to take 2 eggs that we use in freeze dried. We're going to reconstitute it with water next to the eggs that we crack open, and we're going to see how things look and how things taste. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Okay, just to save time, we're going to be, I'm going to crack these eggs open. I'm going to put them in mason jars. I'm going to get them scrambled up. I'm going to put them in the deep freeze and let them get semi-solidified. And then we're going to put them in our freeze drying trays, finish freezing them and putting them in the freeze dryer. And okay, so I have my eggs beat. I put them into mason jars right here. So I have about 16 eggs per jar. I have a total of 4 jars. I'm going to take these mason jars, I'm going to put them in the freezer for about an hour. They'll kind of solidify, start to freeze up. Then I will be pouring them into the freeze drying trays. Okay, so here is our end product. This right here is 5 dozen eggs that we had put in our freeze dryer. And you can see right here, let me take a piece and you can just see how they're just dust. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take these out of the freeze drying trays. I'm going to put them in my food processor, which is right here. And I'll get those processed down and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so basically what I'm going to be doing is putting them in here. Okay, so this is 1 tray's worth of freeze-dried eggs. We'll go ahead and put it in the food processor. We'll get it processed down, and I'm going to take I'm going to fill up this mason jar. We'll go ahead and get this processed down. Okay, so 1 tray gave me about that much, so I can probably get 3/4 of a tray back in this. And then when this is filled up, I'm going to get my vacuum sealer and I'm going to seal this. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have 1.5 trays per mason jar, so that's pretty cool. And what I'll do with this is I'll take a canning lid, put it on here, I'll vacuum seal the air out, and we'll be good to go. But I'm just going to set this to the side. We'll go ahead and get the other mason jar ready, and then we'll do the Mylar bag. Okay, so I have about 1.5 trays in each one of these mason jars, and in my Mylar bag I have 1 complete tray. So one of the trays is about 15 eggs, and I have them in this small Mylar bag. So I'll be sealing this up here in just a minute. Let me get these done. We're going to put the attachment on, give it some power, and we're going to rev this puppy up and get them vacuum sealed. Okay, so now we're going to seal up our Mylar bag. Like I said, this is approximately 14 eggs in this little bag right here. Let me break the seal. I'm going to take one of my oxygen absorbers, put it in that bad boy, get that covered. I'm going to try to get out as much air as I can before I zip it up. Now I'm going to take my impulse sealer and we're going to seal this. The good thing about this is after I tear this open, and we don't use all the eggs, I can put another oxygen absorber in there and close it, and it'll last. But I would absolutely use the impulse sealer again, but you can reuse these bags, so it's pretty simple. Put it on there, pop. And now we have eggs sealed. Okay, so now we're going to take our eggs, we're going to reconstitute it with water, and we're going to do another egg and crack it open next to it, and we're going to go ahead and scramble it up in the bowl. So I have two tablespoons of egg powder right here, which equals 1 egg. And I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of water for that 1 egg. So 1, 2. This is going to make 1 egg right here. I'm going to go ahead and let this reconstitute. Let it sit for a minute. I'm going to take 1 egg, crack it open. We're going to mix this up. Okay, so here's the freeze-dried egg. You can see how it's got that eggy, snotty look to it, like a regular egg. Color's a little bit yellower than the fresh egg, but it still has that weird, slimy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And I'm going to go ahead and fry these up and do a taste test, see if there's much difference. Okay, so here are the eggs. That's the egg I just cracked open. These are the eggs I freeze dried, and we'll go ahead and give it a taste. It's the egg that I just cracked. Tastes like an egg. No taste difference at all. Wow. So there you have it. Long-term storage of eggs. Remember that there's an avian flu going on right now. These little bad boys are getting expensive. Not everybody has a freeze dryer, but I highly recommend, if you can afford to get one of these, get it ordered so you can save your money. Again, thanks for taking the time for watching this video. AV Prepping out.